Craft. The craft, its skin, is living biology. It is laced with a substance called yttrium. Yttrium is a rare earth metal that was used in television sets in the old days. Since then it has become strategic. It's going to be difficult to find. What yttrium does, they did some early experiment, Dad said, with aircraft. They took the aircraft and they laced some of the skin with yttrium. They applied current to it, current. Now, there's a frequency to this earth. This earth, I won't give you the frequency, but I'm going to tell you it's a low frequency and it's within the 7 megahertz band. I've seen this on time experiments, I've seen it used. The easiest way to explain it is when an armature winds up on an electric motor, it reaches a certain point just like the wheel going backwards, and the armature will actually disappear when it hits the 7 point so megahertz. When you put that current into the yttrium, it begins to glow, and the airplane becomes opaque, and the airplane winks out, the same as the Philadelphia experiment did. Each layer of 6 skin has a reversed polarity, such as the Philadelphia experiment did, with revolving magnetic fields of a certain frequency and of a certain intensity, and there's other properties involved in it. I'm not going to say all of it right now, but my dad left it all. When we move through time, this is not a ship that you just get in and turn a key and you go there. That's classical thinking. That's our thinking. This ship has to move from purpose. To go through time, you must have a purpose. Paradox, no such thing. Paradox means chaos. This is a loving universe, a positive universe. There are no paradoxes. Paradox comes from our evil mind. Go back, kill your father, do you exist? Now, you say, that's against all scientific teaching. Yep, it sure is. Because there's only this moment. The moment before I said that is still existing. The beginning of this solar system is still existing as the Hubble looks back. You will hear that from our science. So, you say to yourself, how can we understand time? Why can't we be visited? Why can't we have these crafts? Because you're going to have to unlearn some of the classical Newton theories that have been presented to you by our society. This is part of the cover-up. What you think is part of the cover-up. It's not just that the government's going to say, oh, here's the ships we've been building for years and such like that. They don't understand them that much themselves. When you see that UFO, which is a government ship, you're seeing it in a wide spectrum of time, all at one time. Hard to understand. Think outside the box. It's hard to think outside of the box when you have to get up and go to work in the morning and fall within the boundaries of our society. Now, you want to know why religious people were sitting at the table with me when we talked about time? Because of just that. When you move to another time parallel, or another place, let's just call it a place. There's lots of places. There's places that we conceive of heaven. There's places we conceive of hell, unfortunately. But mind is over matter. And because mind is over matter, the mind is the key to controlling that ship and where it goes, and the density of where it arrives. If it arrives in a solar system to where the density is different than here, then it must match itself to that density and to that particular size. And remember, the occupants of the ship don't know they're changing size because this is relativity theory. It depends on where the observer is. These are things that the military are still trying to comprehend and still trying to work on. I ask all of you, as innovators, think outside the box. Try to get rid of some of your learned doctrine that has been indoctrinated into you. It's the wrong branch of the tree. Back up. Come back down. Let's go to the trunk. Let's go back up and try another branch for a while. Is this supposed to be up here? Now, since this is so hard to understand, and since I can't give it to you all in a nutshell, ask some questions. Ask some questions about time, and then I can maybe it will evolve out into a better understanding. Yes, ma'am.
There are some people in northeastern Washington that have had a lot of contact and sighting experiences, and they've taken a lot of pictures of orbs. And one of them has had repeated encounters with these very small, boomerang-shaped, dense, bright objects. She says they're cracked, but they're tiny.
Correct. I had some photographs. I've told some of you about the photographs I took as a boy. I had another set arrive in the mail mysteriously and all this, but it was a small craft like this, and it had balls around it like this, and they said that was a cloud making or cloaking device on the back in some handwriting and such like that. So I saw photographs of these things. I did not take those photographs. The second batch, I don't know where they came from. So yes, it's possible. And remember, density has to be matched. The density of our star is a different density than the iron core in our Earth. When you move to another system, it's a different size, it's a different density, and it's a different involvement. Our sun is a yellow sun. It's a middle-aged sun. We are middle-aged suns. And we cause, or we directly, this is Edward Casey, not me, not my father, but we directly affect our planet by the way we think. Our planet is going wrong. We're thinking wrong. It's as much your fault as it is mine and the government's. Start thinking correctly. Don't let them sell you the bill of goods to rouge. We're not a bunch of rats that need entertained. We're not baby laying there in the crib and you have to hang up the things for them to play with. We can think outside the box. We need to understand gravity. Now, you have Einstein's theory of relativity, which is celestial. You also have quantum theory, which is your inner workings of your atomic structures. There's no unified field theory. They can't find it. No one can come up with it. They won't come up with it. It's the human mind. It's you. It's your love. Now, you're going to go to another system and you're going to hate. You're going there for military purposes. They're not going to get there. There's built-in checks and bounds within our universe. Is an alien creature going to come from another world? Are there other worlds? Yeah, possibly. Are they going to come here? No, they can't. There's built-in checks and bounds. The maturity of our planet, the maturity of their planet. If you think about it, there would be complete chaos if this advanced race could run around and affect all of the, learn the prime directive of affecting the younger planets. So it doesn't happen. There's built-in checks and bounds. And this is built in by God. And who is God? God would not create any one of us any less than Him. This is time travel. How does it relate? Think about it. You don't want your children to be any less than you. So it's unnatural. You already have all the knowledge in you to build this craft, to take care of your brothers in the past. If you don't take care of the brothers, you know something? There may not be anybody else that will take care of your brothers in the past. It's hard to understand. It's hard to conceive. Yes, sir.
As far as the question of time and space-time continuum, how would one figure out where the location is? Because our planet circles the sun circles the galaxy. And if you go back 100,000 years, the position of the sun and the Earth would be different from where we are now.
Absolutely.
What location could it be figured out?
Very easy. Our planet is also expanding and moving through space, our solar system, at some 350,000 miles per hour estimated. So our relative position in 0 point is moving forward. How do you find your position? How do the clones in here find the position of what time they want to go to? Remote viewing. There's no speed faster than that of the human mind. Imagine yourself across a galaxy into a planet that you know